Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious. And that life is treating you oh so deliciously right now then. So 3, 2, 1, my juice little lights. Thank you little lights, you're delicious and bright. Yes they are, aren't they, my little beautifuls. Now then, it's nearly 12 midday today in our old England, my beautiful little lovelies that you all are. And yes, if it's raining, it's raining. Yeah, it's rather chilly. So there is no surprise, surprise. You know what I mean, my delicious little babies. It's like this all the flipping time. And yesterday evening it was rather windy as well, okay? So that's the weather forecast, okay? So it could differ in other parts of old England. And I hope that wherever you are in the world, that the weather is better than where it is here, my little beautifuls. Now then, so what do I have for you today? Yes, I was just starting to watch actually our lovely David Icke, which you can find him, search engine of your choice, my delicious little babies, David space Icke, then space bar BitChute, and then you should have reached your destination. He's just a few minutes ago just uploaded a video where he's talking to Josh, you know, World WAM, okay, World Alternative Media, who's also on BitChute, my delicious little babies. Anyway, I've already watched this video when he was doing it with Josh on WAM, okay, what I've just mentioned. So I've already watched it once, so I've just started just to watch it now on our lovely David Icke, okay. But you can also find our lovely, and with anybody not in that way, our lovely David Icke. So it would be all the words together, davidicke.com, okay. So you'll be able to find lots of articles, very interesting articles, okay, and any videos, okay. And his lovely dear little sons, you know, they also do, and their dear friend Richard, they also do Iconic, okay. So I've just listened to their latest video with Iconic, and I've wrote it down, okay, because it is very important, okay. Any video that I ever advertise, okay, there we are, regard as being important, okay. And I just feel that, you know, for the whoever listens to my videos, which these days, you know, is not many, okay. But of course, it's done by design. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? There we are. But that's all right. That's all right. Do you see what I mean? Okay. It's just that for myself, I just, you know, I just take the notice, and I'll repeat once again, who is meant, there we are, to listen to any of my videos so very kindly. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for any views, for any likes, and for any occasional comments. It's very much appreciated, and I'm very thankful for that, you know. But for myself, yes, there we are, less is more. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? But who's meant to listen? There we are. Shall listen. Who's not meant to listen will not listen. Do you see what I mean? Simple things, isn't it? Okay? But I'm not going to get upset about it or cry about it like Titi Lala. No. Okay? There'll always be somebody, there we are, who's listening. And I know for a full fact, there we are, that there's ones who are listening. There we are. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? So, as long as they can hear what I'm saying, there we are, then that's the important thing, isn't it? Okay, my delicious little babies. But like I said, I'm trying my best not to send so many messages, because, you know, they're watching you, there we are, they're watching you everywhere, my delicious little babies, you know what I mean? They've got eyes everywhere, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, okay? So I will only send certain messages on certain channels. Do you see what I mean? Okay. Now then, so here's the first one. So this uploader happens to have 9,262 subscribers, my delicious little babies, okay? Search engine of your choice, should you have any interest in any of the videos that I advertise today, or any day actually, please and thank you. New space world space order space exposed, then space bar BitChute, and then you should have reached your destination, okay? Now then, I have mentioned these from time to time, bless, okay? Now then, the video should read Rick Miracle video library hashtag 814, 2022 video. This is a 2022 video, okay? USDA, okay? Tracking community gardens. Did you know this? Okay, my delicious little babies. So I'm just going to repeat that again for you, shall I? Rick Miracle, library, video library, hashtag 814, 2022. This is a video from them. USDA tracking community gardens. Did you know this? Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? So we're going to tick you off, okay? So, you know, New World Order exposed, yes. You see, this is just letting you know, I think it's about, I'm trying to remember now, I watched that many videos. I feel, trying to see now. I think it could be about, there we are, 20 minutes long, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean, okay? Anyway, well, I know that there's one of these videos out, the two now, okay? Where it's all to do, in one of the videos, it's to do with the Amish. Even though myself personally, because there we are, I've looked at a lot of videos, there we are, over the years, there we are, to do with the Amish, okay? So, you know, I do not sort of agree with everything, you know, because they keep themselves everything, old-fashioned saying, my delicious little babies, they keep themselves, there we are, in-house, okay? So they usually, if you're a man or something, usually take a much younger wife, with my delicious little babies, okay? So I've seen, there we are, plenty of videos on this over the years, my delicious little babies. But when all that they're trying to do, and they had much success, sorry, so I'm stumbling there, had much success. They had, what was it, 400 customers, you know, because with the Amish, they do not inject their beautiful little, you know, cows. Oh, I love the beautiful little cows. The little sorcerers, they do not inject any of them, you know, so they do not allow your not so friendly vet to come along, do you know what I mean, and pump them with lots of different ingredients, shall we say, my delicious little babies, okay? So, and, you know, they sell things like raw milk, you know, and everything else. Anyway, so what happened was they got this hefty fan, a really hefty fan, because what it is, you see, we know who we're talking about here, okay? They didn't want the Amish, you know, to sell things, there we are, that are going to help their customers. Do you see what I mean, okay? Because they want everybody to follow the same suit. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? Anyway, so with that situation, I mean, it's just a ridiculous, I mean, what was it? Something like 300,000 ka-ching fan, my delicious little babies, okay? So how are they meant to cough that kind of ka-ching up? Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, okay? But it's all wrong. It's totally, totally wrong. If somebody chooses not, you know, if they're a farmer or something like that now then, and they choose not to have any of their, you know, their cattle or anything like that now then, injected with anything, well, isn't it their choice? And of course, because they make a lot of things now themselves, okay? I mean, actually, there's some really handy tips. I did say months ago, actually, there are some very handy tips with the Amish, you know, how they keep things now cold, you know, like food or something like that. Oh, that's a beautiful little baby brother. Okay. Sorry about that, my delicious little babies. I've just been sending out the latest videos in my dog and burn to everybody. He's just sent me a heart, bless him. Thank you. Oh, so beautiful. Anyway, you know, not in that way, not in that way. Anyway. But yeah, they actually have some very good tips on how to keep things fresh and, you know, and everything like that now then. So, you know, so it is very interesting, that is, but like I said, you know, they do things in-house, but they do not deserve what was thrown at them, my delicious little babies, if you follow me. Do you know what I mean, okay? And this is what's happening because, and the putrid little lackeys, do you see what I mean? It's like they just want to come onto somebody's land, there we are, and just feel that they can be done doing whatever they want to do. Well, this is totally wrong. And I truly believe that if more, there we are, pushed back on this, and that's in, you know, not just where the Amish are, but any other country, there we are. Well, they've got nowhere to go. Do you see what I mean? Okay. But when you're slapping hefty fines on ones just for wanting to keep their community, there we are, healthy, there's something that doesn't sound correct, does it, my delicious little babies? Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, okay. So anyway, interesting video to listen to now then, my delicious little babies, to the next one. Okay, but you know, they have had, just before I come off that, they have had a lot of support, okay, have the Amish community, okay? So, but they're not wanting to pay this fine, no. Anyway, so, you know, that's what was going on then. Do you see what I mean? My delicious little babies. To the next one, and I do advertise this dear woman sometimes, my delicious little babies. Search engine of your choice, Kim space Osbol, Osbol, Osbol. And then Copenhagen, Denmark. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? This video here, I think, is it about 17 minutes long or something, okay? She's up to 15.2 thousand subscribers, my delicious little babies. The video should read, and then, sorry, I'll just repeat this again. Kim space Osbol, then Copenhagen, space, Denmark, and then space bar, BitChute. Then you should have reached your destination, okay? The video should read, this is one of the most important videos you will ever see, okay, my delicious little babies? And what this is to do with, okay, this is as well, because like I said, I mean, I could be getting mixed up somewhere between the two videos. Anyway, but the point is, okay, to do with what's going on over in America, okay? Now, I have heard as well this morning, so this is, there we are, good news, okay? Because more are, there we are, waking up, and this includes, is it some of the supporters, you know, who they thought they were supporting, you know, there we are, until he got into power, you know, Trouble Trump, my delicious little babies, okay? So they are, for some of them, there we are, very slowly catch a monkey. They're very slowly seen, isn't it? Do you see? So this can, there we are, only be a good thing now, okay? Because, you know, and according to what I heard on a video, no, you know, ones have not voted, you know, for him to want to take Greenland, you know, or whatever he wants to do with Canada. They haven't voted for any of that, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? Okay, but of course, it's like I said, you know, they're signing all this and signing all that. Oh, and Magbit of Truth, actually, the other day on one of his videos, he pointed something out, my delicious little babies. You know, like usually when they go into that poxy Oval Office, you know, their studio, okay? And they're signing this and signing that now, then, you know, whoever the president may be. Well, he said, so why was Mr. Trouble Trump signing somewhere else? There we are. Do you see what I mean? Okay. So there we are. We're done seeing. There we are. What's going on here? Do you see what I mean? Anyway, a long time. There we are seeing, you know, and so have others. Bless them. You know what I mean? But, you know, this is what's going on. But ones just need to really understand. I mean, me personally, I do not believe anybody, and I'm going to repeat this again, I do not believe that anybody, okay, should have to leave their countries, okay, because somebody else tells them to get out. No. I mean, okay, I'll repeat this again. It's different if, you know, it's a business situation or something like that, and, you know, somebody's going to benefit from moving somewhere else, you know, and provided, you know, whatever country they're moving to, provided, you know, that they are happy for you to move into their country. There we are. Then that's all hunky-dory, tickety-boo, my delicious babies. Or, in some cases, one's married, don't they? So, you know, they move from one country to another to be with their significant other, my delicious little babies, okay? So, you know, it's different like that. Or say some could have family in another country, do you know what I mean, okay? And they want to be closer to them, okay? But nobody should be forced out of their country just because somebody and the little lackeys want them out of their country. It's totally wrong, my delicious little babies, okay? And also to do with this this condom Durex, sorry, stumbling again, this Durex business. You know what I mean? Where they say, oh, you know, spent how much on condoms, so-called making bombs. My delicious little babies, okay? I remember the little, when we were young, my delicious little babies, there were little, tiny little balloons that you used to be able to buy, right? And then you fill them with water, just tiny little balloons, you know, you just get them in a little pack, and you fill them with water, and then you throw them. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? Okay, and it's like a water bomb. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? But it was harmless fun, as long as you was not throwing it at somebody specific, because it could hurt them. Do you see what I mean? Okay, but it was just fun. You know what I mean? But I mean, when I heard that, I don't know, something just reminded me of something. But I mean, if with Gaza, bless them, okay, and their country, and there's only, you know, just over a couple of million or 2.5 million who live there, okay? Well, I mean, to be honest with you, anyway, I'm only just saying, I mean, they're making the bomb excuse business, okay? But, well, I mean, to be honest, I mean, there wasn't really in need of condoms, were they, my delicious little babies? So this is just a crock of a effing shat. Do you understand what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes, okay? But no, and why should, and I'm going to repeat it again, why should Egypt or Jordan, I mean, first time round on another video, I never mentioned Jordan, but I am this time round, okay, that doesn't mean no, just got an itch. Why should they have to take in the Ghazians when they don't want to leave their country? And of course, you know, Egypt and Jordan, they do not want to be a part of this. It's all wrong what's going on, my delicious little babies. I mean, look at poor Syria. I mean, I know some beautiful dear little Syrian families. In fact, I'm making one of my beautiful dear little Syrian families. I'm going to be making them some butter this month, okay, my delicious little babies, okay? So, but my point, you know, they had to move out of their country, didn't they? Do you know what I mean? It's all wrong. And that's how I feel about it, my delicious little babies. It's totally, totally wrong. Every country should be, there we are, left alone to man their own ship, old-fashioned saying, my delicious little babies, to look after their own country. Do you know what I mean? Not just be shipped somewhere else where they do not want to go, through no fault of their own. It's totally, totally wrong, my delicious little babies, and I'm going to continue, there we are, to say it. You know what I mean? No country should find themselves in that position, or losing their beautiful little babies, or, you know, bairns or family members, or beautiful little, who we call our sons and daughters, are beautiful little animals. None of them should have to go through that, my delicious little babies. It's damn well effing disgusting, man. And of course, you know, you got Lebanon and everything. It's not like I really want to get into the geopolitical. Yes, I just try to follow what I can. There we are. Try my best to follow what I can, okay? But no, I totally disagree with all of this. Okay? It's totally, totally wrong. And then, of course, when they rebuild it all, it's these horrible flipping square-looking things, my delicious little babies. Do you know what I mean? So it takes away the natural beauty of what was in any particular country, bless them. Do you know what I mean? We got it over here, my delicious little babies, you know what I mean? Building these poxy effing squares everywhere, do you know what I mean? It's enough to pee anybody else off. You know what I mean, okay? We prefer the older buildings, you know, older buildings that have got character and beauty. Not looking at these, which we got in all of Brummie Town Centre. And I'll keep going on about it. These tall bloody glass, horrible flipping buildings, my delicious little babies. They're vile to look at. And then they get taller and taller and taller. You know, we're not in damn well flipping Dubai. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I cannot understand myself. Anybody who'd want to go to Dubai myself, personally. That's not being disrespectful, you know, towards anybody who lives in Dubai. I'm just done saying it. Who would want to go to something that's all been man-made? You know what I mean? Looking at these skyscraper bloody damn things now. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's not what I would call a holiday. No, it isn't. I mean, I've known others who have gone to Dubai, and they said that, you know, many years ago, probably over a decade ago, they said I had a lovely time. It's not my kind of place to go to, no. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to go anywhere, go to somewhere where it's got some sort of beautiful history, beautiful character about it. You know what I mean? Not looking at these poxy effing pieces of flipping glass buildings now then. I just have my say, my delicious little babies, and I know it doesn't, you know, some of my videos do not sit right with everybody. Well, you know, I'm not going to say sorry for that. But others happen to feel the same. Do you know what I mean? It's like you just try to, what do we call it? What's that? Another old-fashioned saying, wash everything, you know what I mean? And just turn everything into horribleness. My delicious little babies. Anyway, so that's that one. Interesting to listen to, my delicious little babies. But like I said, Trouble Trump is not their friend. Not at all. Because let me tell you, he sucker his damn self up to all of these now then, isn't it? Okay? But if he really wanted to do good, and I just do not give a damn, you know, some say, oh, well, he's doing some good things. No. No, I'm not falling for this shat. I'm not falling for it one bit, okay? When we go back to, when was it, 2016, now, yes, everybody had hair herps. And like I said, yeah, he has the gift of the gab, but we can see, there we are, who's manning his ship. And it's not himself. My delicious little babies, everybody, there we are, can be well assured of that. But there's many, bless them, and with anybody not in that way, who also know this, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? But no, I'm going to stick to my noddle, my thoughts, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? Anyway, so the next one, my delicious little babies, this is an hour and 12 minutes long. I've listened to our lovely, not in that way, our lovely Maxigan, okay? So search engine of your choice is now up to 102.2 thousand subscribers. I think it's sticking at that at the moment, okay, my delicious babies. So search engine of your choice, if you could please and thank you, please type in the 2 words together. Well, it's actually 3 words, isn't it? The Crow House, the Crow House. Okay, my delicious little babies, in space, but I bet you then you should have reached your destination, okay? Yes, so our lovely Maxigan, he's talking about, and he shows right at the beginning, it's so beautiful to see, because he shows different clips, you know. I have advertised our dear Maxigan many times, okay? The same as our, you know, they're all so sweet. Not in that way, just like our lovely David Icke, our lovely dear Maxigan, okay? And he shows right at the beginning, you know, what buildings and everything used to look like. And then, and the little lackeys, how things get, there we are, totally destroyed. But when you look at, you know, back in time, it's just so beautiful to see. And when you see what's being done, makes you damn sick, man. Really does. Makes you want to get a flipping bucket and project in it. Anyway, so the video should read, it's only been uploaded a few hours ago, okay? Consolidation. That's our lovely Maxigans, the Crow Houses, on BitChutes, latest video, my delicious little babies. Yes, he just done explaining it, okay? And, you know, he's talking about what's going on. He's talking about, that doesn't mean no, he's talking about Israel, and he's talking about, you know, me personally, I have absolutely zero interest in Israel. My delicious little babies, okay? That is my feelings on the matter. Why are they so special now? They're not flipping special at all. And not with videos that I've seen over the months, my delicious little babies, and how they treat it in Gaza. As far as I'm concerned, you know, for, I mean, obviously we cannot say that about everybody in a small little country, but however, there's quite a few of them now. They're nasty little effers now. And I just do not give a damn. I'm done saying it on my camera. And why must everybody in the world sucker up to effing Israel now? I certainly do not. Can't effing stand them, man. They think you can just do what the hell they like. And everybody in the world has just got to go along with this effing chat. And you haven't even got what is it, an Israeli, what is he, Prime Minister, whatever he flipping damn well is, okay, that flipping netting putrid little cretin. Netanyahu, he's Polish, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? So in Israel, and you got a Polish. Man. Okay, anyway, lovely video of our lovely Mexicans as well. My delicious little babies, if you could please and thank you, take a listen to it. You know, these are all very interesting, there we are, videos, my delicious little babies. Now, finally, we have got our lovely, not in that way, our lovely Iconic, okay, it's the search engine of your choice, my delicious little babies, Iconic, RCK, ONIC, Iconic, then space bar, BitChute, then you should have reached your destination. They're now up to our lovely dear little Jamie and our lovely dear little Gareth and our lovely dear little Richard and our lovely dear little David, okay? They're now up to 1,177 subscribers, my delicious little babies. So it's rising. This is wonderful to see, okay? And of course, if you wanted to see them on their dear dad's channel, you know, our lovely David Icke's, you know, again, I'll repeat once again, David Icke, 2 words into one, mydeliciouslittlebabies.com, okay? And you'll be able to find videos on there as well, okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, so Iconic, and then space bar, BitChute, and then you should have reached your destination. The video should read, it's just over 30 minutes long, my delicious little babies. Of course, I have, sorry, excuse me, I need to come up for air sometimes. I have sent all these videos out in Mad Dog and Burn, my delicious little babies, okay? I'm just trying to keep everybody up to speed, do you see what I mean, as best I can, okay? The video should read, trending, it's only been uploaded about an hour ago, my delicious little babies, trending as in episode 26, council tax protests, yeah, that's in our old England, my delicious little babies, climate change, hypocrisy, South Africa, and Midazilam inquest, okay, my delicious little babies, 10th of the 2nd, 25, okay, my delicious little babies. So I'm just going to repeat that again for you, okay? Trending EP 26, council tax protests, climate change, hypocrisy, South Africa, and Midazilam inquest, yeah, because you got the Midazilam inquest, that's it's either coming up or it's just started or something, okay? Yeah, for what they did back with the rollout, you know, where ones were barricaded in the nursing homes, you know, nobody could come out, you know, and dear family members, relatives, you know, they had to see their dear elderly family members very sadly, you know, through a pane of glass, my delicious little babies, okay? And of course, you know, inside there, you know, horrors were taking place, you know, euthanizing, yes. We must continue to talk about this, my delicious little babies. We must not forget about anything, because that is a lot of dear loved ones. Their dear family, bless them, could be their mummies, daddies, aunties, uncles, you know, who very sadly had their life taken because they were elderly, okay, for no reason at all, my delicious little babies, okay? And that putrid piece of shit, he's another cretin, Hancock, yeah, do you know what I mean? And then he wanted all the sympathy, you know, for everybody to feel sorry. I do not feel damn sorry one bit for that piece of shit. No, I do not. I wish the effer well now. And I feel no way about it, my delicious little babies, you know what I mean? We should be entitled, there we are, to say what we have to say and not have to be frightened. Nobody in the world should be frightened to have a free speech, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean, okay? So ones were murdered, okay? Because that's what it was, my delicious little babies, okay? Through and through. But us here, mankind, oh, we're not allowed to say that that was wrong. What effing planet? Are they on planet Nanu Nanu now then? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's going to be interesting to hear about this inquest, my delicious little babies, okay? As far as I'm concerned, seems to be lots of flipping pieces of effing paper and lots of flipping little men, little women in little suits. We've seen it with the COVID inquiry. I mean, the whole lot of it is absolutely putrid. But the way that they make, the victims feel is disgusting. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? You only have to watch that COVID inquiry on YouTube, my delicious little babies. It makes me damn sick, man. Really does. But anyway, yeah. So what's happened is now is what dear Gareth and what dear Jamie are talking about is, because our council tax, this is not the first time I've mentioned council tax. Yeah, they're putting it up, which is totally illegal. It is illegal, my delicious little babies. They're putting it up 25%. They want everybody to pay each household, okay? So what about if families, it's all ding ding dong dong common sense. So what if families cannot pay? So you're all ticked off, sorry. I'm just going to close my book. We must remember, I'll keep mentioning it, we must go backwards. Okay, my delicious little babies, please just do not forget anything. Please and thank you. Okay. But yes, okay. So the fact of the matter is, so if one's, have to say to themselves, okay, well, I need food for my family, or I need, to pay other bills, okay? It's like they have to be put in that situation to make a choice, okay? But then you've got the others coming down on them to pay the council tax, which of course is used, there we are, for killing and, bombing other countries and everything. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Okay, so what they're expecting us to do in old England is to pay for that service, my delicious little babies, okay? And also, I mean, when you see the state of, some roads, I mean, it's disgusting. Do you know what I mean? And I'll keep mentioning it. The potholes, there we are, everything, my delicious little babies, and ones are supposed to pay for that, for potholes, okay? And then, of course, others get their cars damaged, because if some of these potholes are rather large, my delicious little babies, do you see what I mean, okay? But, so, what these are now done saying, and the putrid little lackeys, so what they're saying is, oh, yeah, well, forget about all your other bills, and forget about feeding your families, or keeping yourself warm, okay? Forget about all of that and pay us, what, the effing mafia. There we are, because that is what they are, isn't it? Okay? No, this is totally wrong. But of course, the way it's going, I'm not inciting anything. There we are. It's just ding, ding, dong, dong common sense. I mean, you've got, hundreds now who are not paying the council tax anyway, my delicious babies. I was done saying it months ago. They're not paying it. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? Because, and the fact is, say, for example, if you ask for a freedom of information, could be anything, could be council tax, could be water, could be anything. You either have to wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get some form of a reply, and then you do not even get what you've asked for, my delicious little babies. So this is not right, is it? It's not correct. There seems to be a lot in the world, in each different country, apart from the few, like I say, who know nothing about it, where they're not entirely sure, for some mankind in their populations in different countries, exactly what their ka-ching, ching, ching is actually being spent on, my delicious little babies, okay? But when ones question it, oh, so ones are doing something wrong now to question where their ka-ching is going. I'll tell you what, this is disgusting, but like I'm going to get back to, this is going to be another moment, because ones, there we are, going to rise up. Because, if they're going to work and every penny, I know right now anyway, families, I do. And, there's many, there we are, who are not happy about this situation at all. You know what I mean, okay? Because everything's risen. You've got mortgages, you've got council tax, you've got the gas and electric, you've got the food, you've got this council business. You've got everything, my delicious little babies. Do you know what I mean? It's just going up. And what's happening is, it's making ones, there we are, literally feel, there we are, damn well depressed. Honestly, I know plenty families, there we are, that are going through this, my delicious little babies. It's absolutely putrid. You know, when we were put on this earth, you know, where there's full and plenty for all of us. Fruit, vegetables, you know, and various other things now. Do you see what I mean? It's all been provided for us, but no. Others want to say, oh no, you cannot have this, or you cannot have this luxury of just living your life peacefully. Do you know what I mean? Having your change so that for ones who want to save, they can save. For others, if they do not want to save, well, do not save. Okay, my delicious little babies. It's like that old-fashioned saying. And, you know, I thought about this years ago, absolutely years ago. You know, where they turn around and they say, oh, yeah, you know, you must save for a rainy day. Yeah? My beautiful dear little Nana. Hi, love my beautiful dear little Nanny and Grandad. So I've already said good morning. You know, she used to always say, you know, she was very careful with what she's, don't get me wrong, please do not get me wrong. She lived very comfortably. There we are. And I will say that. My beautiful dear little Nana and Grandad, okay? And then, very sadly, when my beautiful dear little Grandad, very sadly, you know, was taken too soon. Well, my beautiful dear little Nana, yes, there we are, you know, she lived comfortably. So I am being honest, my delicious little babies. But at the same time, she was one who's very much for, we must save for a rainy day. Yeah. Save for a rainy day. Interesting old-fashioned saying, isn't it, my delicious little babies? You know, when for many, and you look at many of the old elderly, my delicious little babies stumbling there again, you know, and for some, you know, they get to live with their families now. For others, very sadly, you know, it's taken into somebody else's hands, you know, then they have to go into a home, you know. Then, of course, if there was a homeowner, then they've got to spend ka-ching, 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 which runs into grands, thousands, my delicious little babies, you know, to live in these places, my delicious little babies. Do you follow me? Okay? Then, of course, you know, everything that they worked hard for, their houses and everything, there we are, then they get sold. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? And that is what they call, what is it, saving for a rainy day, my delicious little babies. I'm just mentioning it. Okay? I could talk about that all day long, my delicious little babies, okay? So, yeah. So I can see that ones, there we are just not going to put up with it, because enough is going to be enough. When everything has just gone up now then, and is struggling, there we are, to feed the families. So, you know, old-fashioned saying, if your back's against the wall, you know, do not mean this in physical terms, but my beautiful dear little Nana Bear, how I love her so, I love them so, Nanny and Grandad, you know, she'd say, if your back's against the wall, you come out blazing. Do you see what I mean? Because ones are just going to say to themselves, we've got nothing else to lose. You know what I mean? And then you've got others where they'd be so frightened. I spoke to somebody weeks and weeks ago when I was out walking my beautiful, delicious little Ruby Tuesday, because my beautiful, delicious little Maisie Moo can walk herself. And I spoke to a dear man now, then elderly man. And what was he talking about? He was talking about the council tax. It was strange, yeah. So he's talking about the council tax, and he says, no, he said, the best thing to do is to pay it. He says, because I don't want anybody at the door. That's what they do, because it's what you call, there we are, bullying. My delicious little babies, they're damn bullies, man. Nobody has signed a contract. I do not remember signing a contract to say, you know, there's my signature to pay to go and bomb other countries, my delicious little babies. I never signed anything, such thing, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? And neither did anybody else. So, no. Ones are going to say to themselves, we need to feed our families first, we need to pay the bills, we need to keep our homes warm, you know, because they keep sending sharp weather continuously. This is constant. You know, you see ones, bless them, they do walk around depressed, because what is there nice to, you know, I mean, please do not get me wrong, I'm just truly blessed each and every day to be alive, you know what I mean? And for anybody who I know that they're alive and well, do you see what I mean, as well as myself. But what have you got to look forward to? Grey skies, rain nearly every day, cold weather nearly every day, banging more in your gas and electric. I mean, it's just going through the roof, my delicious little babies, just to keep your home warm. You know, just to use your gas, just to use your lecky. You know what I mean? So it's everybody there we are feeling the pinch. It's not just one or two. You know, you're talking flipping thousands now. Do you know? And what about the ones who drive their brums, the wheels, the cars? They've got the upkeep of the car, you know, to get to and from work. Or if they've got beautiful little families with their beautiful little babies to take them to and from school. You know, say with some teenagers, you know, if they go to college or something, you know, and their mummy or daddy take them to college or something and there and back, you see what I mean? So it's the upkeep of everything. But it seems that for mankind, for our country, it's like you're giving everything and you're getting F all back now. And everybody's supposed just to be happy about it, just to like roll over. That's all right. You just carry on, Jack, you see what I mean? I just feel it's not going to go very well. And like I said, I'm not inciting anything. But ones are just going to rise up and just say, we're not having any of this shit. It was like the poll tax. I mean, I remember I talked about the poll tax anyway, a long time. You know what I mean? And even years ago, you know, where they just all rose up. They just said, no, we're not paying it. Do you know what I mean? And that poor elderly lady, because I remember, and they put her, oh, bless her, they put her behind bars. But I tell you what, they had to release her. Yeah? The wicked and putrid, man. Do you know what I mean? But in the end, they had to, you know, and then later on, what did they do? Bring out the poxy flipping cancer. Do you see how they do it? They're sneaky, man. They're lower than a snake's belly. Let me tell you, you cannot get lower than that. Anyway, so that's my video. Oh, and I've got something else to tell you. So I was talking to another dear man, because another dear little family. When did they move in? I think it could be a couple of a year ago now, a year and a half ago, into one of the houses, my delicious babies. Anyway, so I seen two white lambs, and I said, so I happened to be, you know, walking out with beautiful little Ruby Tuesday, and I said, what are these two lambs for? You know, and he said, we're having, you know, a curb. I said, oh, a drop curb. He said, yes. And I said, well, I remember, I said, going back years ago, because I knew a few who had actually had that done, you know, so that instead of their car having to go up on the curb and on the grass, they have, it's called, anyway, you know what it is. It's called, there we are, a drop curb, okay? So I said, well, I remember, I said, going back years ago, I said that used to be, you know, from your not-so-friendly council now, 1,200, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. That's how much it used to be, my delicious babies. How they can justify that amount of ka-ching, I'll never know. I never knew then. Do you know what I mean? I just said, well, I wouldn't pay it. Do you know what I mean? So I said to him, I said, if you don't mind me asking, I said, how much is it now then, if you don't mind me asking? He said, it's £3,000. I went, sorry. He said £3,000. I said, oh, right. I said, do you not know anybody who could come along, like a, you know, a builder or something, and, you know, just do it yourself? You know, and he said, no. He said, I don't know. He said, and I wouldn't do that. He says, because it's going against, can you see? It's going against law. But now he's got to wait. Listen to this, my delicious little babies. He said, well, I'm having to wait 7 or 8 months now. I said, oh, what for? He said, apparently they haven't got, listen to this, my delicious little babies, and this is in our Brummyland in old Birmingham, my delicious little babies in England. He said, they haven't got the workers at the moment. Oh, so they want you to pay the £3,000, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. But they haven't got the workers, there we are, for 7 or 8 months now. Oh? So how's that rocking and rolling then, my delicious little babies? I just thought I'd point it out. Just asking a question, do you know what I mean? Anyway, me myself personally, I told him anyway. I said, I wouldn't do that. I said, there we are, I'd find somebody. I would. I mean, let's face it, they do everything flipping damn well illegal now, do you know what I mean? So if you just wanted to drop your curb and just pay somebody else now then to do it, right? I see nothing wrong with that either, my delicious little babies. That's just my thoughts, you know. Using my model. Do you see what I mean? How can you effing justify £3,000 for a tiny little piece of curb? My delicious little babies. Oh, no. They're taking the effing pee, man. £3,000 is ridiculous. And they wouldn't be paying the workers that. Nowhere near that. My delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? Anyway, so that's the end of my video. So wherever you are in the world, please have a super duper delicious time. You only get one life. Yes, you do, my little honey bunnies, okay? Please take care of yourselves, and please try to take care of others, okay? And please continue to lift that vibration, my little beautifuls. Yes, sending peace, love, harmony, and bright blessings to each and every one of you. And may your beautiful little selves and your beautiful little families all be fully protected, okay? But like I said, I do not insert anything. It's just, there we are, ding, ding, dong, dong, common sense. Ones are just going to say we just cannot take anymore. Do you see what I mean? Okay. Oh, and one last thing on that iconic bless that I mentioned with our lovely Gareth and lovely Jamie, not in that way, not in that way. They said that, was it yesterday, there was a dear 19-year-old, okay? He was affected by the, okay, my beautiful little babies, and what he did, apparently he went to, if you listen to the video, just a little bit of time out your day and night, please, and thank you, if you have any time. Apparently, well, he went to, you know, like you do, the authorities, doctors and everything, okay, nobody was helping him. 19 years of age, this young gentleman now, and very sadly he took his own life. Look at that, my delicious little babies, because what had happened was he was damaged with the, okay, and he was trying to get help and nobody was helping him. So very sadly he took his own life. How sad is that, my delicious little babies? So this is not the end for what these have done. Do you see what I mean? Okay, it's still carrying on now. And there's so many in the world, there we are, who are suffering because of this. And of course, then they wanted to bring out some sort of other cure. No. I advise everybody, there we are, to stay well away. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Please and thank you. Anyway, I'd never shout at you, my little beautifuls. It's just that, there we are, I'm very passionate about what I talk about. I happen to, not in that way, not in that way, I happen to love, there we are, mankind and our beautiful little babies and everything and all over the world. You know, I happen to, do you understand what I mean? Apart from the effers who flipping push everything, do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? But mankind I happen to love. And it really breaks my heart to see, there we are, it being destroyed now. Really does, my delicious little babies, do you know what I mean? I take it to heart. And I'm not ashamed to say that. You know what I mean? It's wrong, totally wrong, what is being done. There's no need for any of this. But of course, you know, certain think now that they can say who lives, who doesn't. They're just putrid, man. Absolutely. So until my next video, and whether it's morning, afternoon or evening, please have a super duper delicious time, okay, wherever you are, okay, please have a beautiful time, okay. It's just that I talk about serious things. I can have a laugh, but you know, when I need to be serious, there we are, I'm being serious. Do you see what I mean? Okay, I see nothing wrong with that at all. Anyway, so much love. Thank you so very much for listening. Love you. Goodbye.